Can you tell your child not to talk to my son? I saw her talking to my son when I went to school to pick him up. Lower class people should only talk to lower class people, understood? I don't want my son to be staying in touch with someone from a poor family. Excuse me? What do you mean? Is it a bad thing for children to talk to each other? Isn't that their choice? Moreover, what the hell do you mean lower class? Of course it's bad. Why did your daughter talk to my son in the first place? You people do not deserve my son. Mrs. Johnson, why all of a sudden? Did we do something wrong? And what do you mean that we're poor? I believe we're living a standard level life. I heard you're a single mother. It's obvious you're poor. Where did your husband go? What? I think that is too much prejudice. You shouldn't say things like that. Just because I'm a single mother doesn't mean that we're living low standard life, does it? Even if someone was poor due to any reason, that shouldn't be something to be made fun of. You'll never know what it's like living a better life. Thanks to my husband, we're living a wonderful life. It's such a pity the way you work all day, and you still don't make enough to eat enough. Don't tell me your main meal is always oatmeal. We do eat oatmeal because it's healthy. Is there a problem? But it's not like that's the only thing we eat, obviously. I knew it. You look like someone who can only afford oatmeal. Just so you know, we had dinner at a French restaurant last night. I guess we're living on a way too different level. I see. Good for you. Well, there's no wonder why. My husband's the CEO of a company, did you know? That's how different our positions are. Or do you want me to ask him to hire you? Only if he'd accept a poor person, though. Thank you for your kindness. But if I may make a point, I believe it's the children's choice to choose who they become friends with. So I kindly ask you to not interfere with their friendship. Hello, did you hear anything I said? As a parent, you should understand this. Why would anyone want their child's life to be ruined by some poor family? After all the time spent raising them? First of all, you should rethink about considering all single mothers as poor. It's rude and inappropriate. Second of all, this whole attitude of being better than someone else based on income, it's ridiculous. Wait, are you trying to make your daughter a gold digger? Excuse me? I know you're trying to get close to my son using your daughter. But too bad, that's not happening. Give up. A daughter of a single mother won't even stand a chance. What are you talking about? They're still 6. Why would she even come up with such a thought? Let alone me. Oh yeah? You never know. It seems tough to raise a child as a single parent. Plus, you wouldn't want your child to experience the same thing, would you? Of course not. I'm doing my best to raise her properly without a father. But to become a gold digger is not what I'm willing to educate my daughter about. Yeah, of course you'll say it like that. I guess I'll need to educate my son more. To not go near poor people. What are you thinking? I'm just a single parent, and that has nothing to do with the children. I don't mind what you say about me, but if you make my daughter feel bad, you'll pay for this. Sure, go ahead. Are you done? I need to get going, so I appreciate it if you can wrap it up. Oh yeah, I forgot you're a single parent. No wonder you're so busy. I can stay home all day and do the laundry and sew. That sounds nice. Please, keep it up. I bet you've never worked a day in your life. Shut it. So, did you get my message? Don't you dare think of letting your daughter come near my son. There will be consequences if you do. Please don't teach your child that. It's utterly ridiculous. Now, goodbye. Mr. Johnson, may I have a word with you, please? It's about your wife.
Good afternoon, Miss Taylor. Did something happen?
Yes. Your wife was looking down on me just because I'm a single parent.
Pardon?
It seems that she doesn't like the fact that our children are talking to each other. She saw them talking to each other at school, and she was ridiculing me for everything.
Jesus. I'm so sorry about whatever she has told you. I don't know exactly why, but her values are sometimes really prejudiced.
Okay. I'm a patient person, so I handle whatever she says to me. But I cannot be tolerant when it comes to involving my daughter. Can you tell your wife about this from your side?
No problem. I'll try my best. However, since I have hardly ever interfered with my wife about our son's education, I may struggle a little when convincing her. Is it okay that I ask for a little time to figure it out?
Sure, but don't take your sweet time, please. This is about my daughter, not me, so things will need to move ASAP. If I feel it necessary, I'll just talk to her directly.
Oh, I will do my best. I can't imagine how she will react if I tell her how much I owe you. Since she likes to look down on people, I'm afraid our family would break apart when she finds out.
As I said, I as well like to keep my tolerance as long as possible. But I need to take action before things get too late. It was really unexpected to hear criticism that bad from your wife. So please understand that I have limits.
Yes, I understand. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I didn't know how bad the situation was at this point. I'll do whatever it takes to convince her.
Thank you. I just wanted to say that this is also for educating your son the correct things.
Yes, I completely agree. Once again, I am really sorry.
It's okay. Just please make it quick. Mrs. Johnson, you need to explain. I just had a phone call from school. The office told me that your son spilled my daughter's lunch and made fun of her. Hi, Miss Taylor. I received a call as well. What are you so angry about? It's your fault. Didn't I tell you not to let your daughter come near my son? Your daughter just got what she deserved because her single parent won't educate her. You thought I would take that seriously? Are you insane? They're just kids. Exactly, they're kids. That's why it's important to educate them with the right knowledge. What did you tell your son? Did you tell him to bully my daughter? Of course not. I just taught him that your family is poor and he shouldn't be friends with the Taylors. It was just a slight warning about how dangerous it is being friends with poor people. Are you serious? What do you mean dangerous? I told you before. Since you feed your daughter cheap oatmeal and live a miserable life together. I told my son that being friends with such people will only make him miserable. You brat. She was crying. She came to me crying, saying she was treated like a disease or something. Your son thinks poverty is some sort of disease, and that's terrible. Maybe he's right in a way. Excuse me? I mean, what's the deal? It was your daughter's lunch. I'm sure all of it wasn't worth anything. You can't afford anything good, can you? That's not the point. I feel you. It must be hard making ends meet. If you beg me to help, I can offer you some food, though. Well, your husband's here. He's begging me to forgive you for what you did. Huh? He said he told you not to look down on people. Mr. Johnson even told me right now he'll divorce you. What do you say? Wait, what? I don't understand. He never told you, but I run a business. And your husband's company happens to be one of the companies we fund. I gave you the chance, but I guess you didn't need it. I'm ending the fund. Stop joking. I know you're trying to play with me. You thought you can trick me like that? Too bad. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Why don't you go home? Your husband will be waiting for you. I've never seen him so disappointed. How? I don't believe you. How can you run a business? I thought you were just a single parent. Are you dense? Just because I'm a single parent doesn't mean I can't run a business. I'm doing whatever work I need to raise my daughter. I got divorced because my husband wouldn't work or take care of my daughter. Instead, he used my money to gamble and drink. Are you serious? You're lying, right? I'm telling you the truth. And that is why I'm canceling the contract I signed with your husband's company. Wait, even if that was true, why did nobody tell me? Your husband told me not to. Mostly because you tend to look down on people. And if you found out about this, Mr. Johnson thought you'll force him to do whatever it takes to bring me down. Well, maybe I would have said such thing. But it's not nice to keep it a secret. Would I care? Nothing's gonna change for me, whether you knew the truth or not. But it's true that this all happened because we kept it a secret. See? It's all your fault. I would have changed my mind if I knew you were the business partner of my husband's company. Either way, I wouldn't like to have my daughter be friends with a family that changes attitude that way. Plus, your husband is planning to take his son with him after you two separate. Just so you know. What? What divorce? That can't happen. I wouldn't have a place to live. So, didn't your husband warn you? That you shouldn't educate to choose friends by judging their backgrounds? And that you shouldn't barge into other families' business? Well, yeah. But I didn't know he was talking about this. Too bad. I hope you learned. So, any plans after divorce? I guess you'll be jobless, right? Wait, please. Please convince my husband. He should reconsider this. Besides, I'm not the one who bullied your daughter. It's not my fault. Well, who taught him those things? If you didn't interfere, this wouldn't have happened. You should apologize to the children first, not me. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry about what happened to your daughter. This won't happen again. So please convince my husband about this. Yeah. You thought I'd forgive you? Too late. How is looking down on people? It's a surprise you're a parent of a child. Enjoy the lower life standard you were wishing for. After Mrs. Johnson came home in a hurry, Her husband was waiting at the door with a furious face. Without standing a chance, Mrs. Johnson agreed on the divorce and got kicked out of the house. Although Karen went back to her parents' house to ask for help. Her parents did not let her in because Mr. Johnson explained everything. Without any support, she started a job and is working all day long. I hope she learned a valuable lesson. That she is no better than a regular person without help.
Hey, baby. How are you today?
Ugh, awful. Kai has been in pain all day, running around all over the house, and Shia has been crying non-stop. As soon as you get home, you'll handle them, and I'll go for some me time.
Well, kids will be kids. Don't worry. I'll run you a nice hot bath when I'm back and watch them while you unwind. And later tonight, once they're in bed, we can have some time together to relax. I can swing by the sushi shop too if you want. My treat.
As nice as that sounds, I'd rather have some time to myself, to get out and have some fun.
What?
Yeah, so I've called some of the girls and we're going out tonight to let our hair down and relax. I think I deserve it after putting up with those two all day.
Oh. Okay, I guess.
I said I'd meet them at the bar at 7 tonight, so you need to be home by then to watch the kids.
Sweetie, I told you that I wouldn't be able to finish work before 8 tonight. There's no way that I can get back in time. I have patients coming in right up until I leave.
Well, you'll just have to find a way. I'm not canceling these plans. You have no idea how much I need this tonight.
I'm not asking you to cancel, but can't you meet your friends a bit later? Surely, waiting an extra hour won't hurt.
No. Amber has to work early tomorrow, so she can't stay out too late. So if I want to see her, we need to meet at 7.
But Nova, you knew Bob tonight. Why did you make plans like this without talking to me first? We could have come up with a better way to plan things out.
Look, I don't have to tell you everything going on in my life. If I want to go out, I shouldn't ask for your permission. So I'm going out tonight, whether you like it or not.
I'm not saying you should ask for permission. I'm just trying to do what's best for our children. How can a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old manage by themselves for almost 2 hours?
Fine. I will wait until 7:30, but if you're not back by then, well, the kids will just have to be on their own for a little bit. I'm sure if I just put the TV on, they'll sit quietly and watch it for an hour until you get back.
You can't just... Fine. I'll be home by 7:30.
Great.
I've got to get back to work now. Lunch break is over. We'll talk later.
Sure.
I love you. Hey, sweetie. Just checking in to see how you are. Hope you're having fun. Hey, Nova, I was just wondering what time you're gonna be home. I'm heading to bed soon, and I don't want to leave the door unlocked. Nova, are you okay? You haven't answered any of my messages. I'm just checking in to see if you're okay.
Jeez, Jaden, you're blowing up my phone. I'm trying to have a fun night out, not spend it on my phone.
I'm just checking in to see if you're okay.
I'm fine. Happy now?
There's nothing wrong with being worried about my wife, especially when she hasn't been responding to my texts all night.
Ever thought that there might be a reason for that?
What?
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
No, what did you mean by that?
I didn't mean anything. Just drop it.
Fine. Are you coming home soon? I need to go to bed.
No.
Do you know when you'll be coming back? In the next hour or so?
Am I on curfew or something? I'll be back when I'm back. Can't I just have one night of peace without having to report to you?
I'm just trying to get a rough idea.
I don't know. When I feel like it.
I don't want you waking the children up, especially if you've been drinking. Nova. Oh, for Pete's sake. I'm going to bed and I'm locking the door. You can crash at one of your friends tonight. I'll call my mom so she can watch the kids tomorrow while you sleep off your hangover. Don't bother coming back home until you're sober and ready to have an adult conversation.
Baby. Jaden, please let me in. I'm cold and tired. Are you ignoring me? I'm sorry for earlier. Please just let me in.
Nova? Where are you? I was asleep.
I'm back. Come let me in so I can go to bed.
I told you to stay at your friend's house tonight.
I didn't think you were serious. Anyways, I'm here now, so come open the door before I freeze to death.
This is the third time this month you've pulled a stunt like this. I really don't want the kids to see you drunk. You promised last time it wouldn't happen again.
Look, if you don't open the door, I'll just start yelling, and that's sure to wake Kai and Shia up.
Alright, I'm coming. But you can bet we're talking about this tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever. Hurry up.
Nova, are you awake?
I've literally got the worst hangover ever, so I don't really want to be staring at a screen.
Okay then, I'll make this short. Why has Amber posted a picture of you last night kissing another man?
What?
I think you should check your Instagram.
Oh, that little...
What is going on?
I was going to tell you later, when you got home. Guess it's too late for that now. She never did like the fact that I had two guys. She's just jealous.
What are you on about?
Well, I think it's kind of obvious that I'm seeing someone else. Or did the picture not clue you in?
What? But how could you do that to me? To your family? How long have you been seeing this man?
We've been talking for a few months now. He's... well, I think I love him.
But why?
Well, you're always working. You never make time for me or the kids, and I'm tired of doing nothing with my life.
That's not true at all. You know I love you and the kids, and that I try my hardest to spend as much time with all of you as I can. It's not easy being a doctor and trying to get my own practice as well as spending time with my family. But we both agreed that we would stick with it until I had my own practice.
Yeah, well, I changed my mind.
Why didn't you tell me you felt like this? We could have worked on it.
Look, it's too late now. Your mom has the kids, and I'll be gone by the time you get back. Derek and I are going to travel for a while. It's time I finally had some fun instead of being cooped up all day with toddlers.
So that's it? You're just going to abandon your family? Our kids, just like that?
I'm sure you'll manage without me.
Nova, you can't just walk away like that.
Don't you have to get back to work now?
I can't believe what you're doing.
Goodbye, Jaden.
Hi, is this Holly?
Hi, yes, this is Holly. Who is this?
My name is Jadin Walker. I got your number from the nanny agency.
Of course, they said you'd be getting in touch with me. How can I help?
I was looking for a nanny who could live in the house to help look after my two children. I work long hours at the time. And I just need a bit of help.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. What are your children's names?
I work long hours at the time and I just need a bit of help. I'll get a 6-year-old son called Kai and a 3-year-old daughter called Shia. They're the sweetest kids. I mean, don't get me wrong, they can be a handful, but they need more stability than I can provide at the moment.
I completely understand. When would you like me to start?
As soon as you're able to, it would be great. Maybe we could meet up for coffee and go over the details?
That sounds great. Friday at 5 sounds good to you?
Perfect. See you then.
I look forward to it. Hey, Jaden. It's been a while.
I'm sorry, who's this?
It's me.
I'm sorry, this is a new phone and I don't have all my contacts on it yet.
Oh, it's your wife. Nova.
Nova?
Hi.
Why are you texting me?
Well, I just wanted to check in. It has been 4 years. How are the kids?
They're fine.
Do they miss me?
They did. They couldn't understand why their mommy wasn't coming back home. They were both pretty inconsolable for a while. They got over it though. I made sure that they were both going to be okay.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear they took me leaving so badly.
Of course they would. You're their mother.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I didn't really think about that when I left.
Look, what do you want, Nova? I thought that you were living it up with your new man.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I was. We kind of broke up.
I'm sorry to hear that, but it still doesn't explain why you're messaging me.
Well, we broke up because he was cheating on me, and I don't know, it left me feeling truly awful. Like, I thought we were happy, so why did he do that to me?
I couldn't say.
Well, then I got to thinking about how I had pretty much done the same to you and how terrible you must have felt. I mean, I hear your business is going well. You've got your own practice and everything. So we'd be able to spend more time together now. Me, you, and the kids. Plus, with your salary, we could have a lot of fun and make up for lost time.
Nova, after all these years, you still haven't changed. You don't care about me or Kai or Shia. You just want someone to pay your way through life while you do whatever you want. I don't want to get back together with you. And I never will. Besides, I don't think my wife will appreciate it either.
Your wife? But I'm your wife.
No, you're not. You're my ex-wife, as per the divorce papers you signed 3 years ago. Don't you remember?
I just thought that was standard legal stuff, but how did you and this homewrecker meet?
Her name is Holly, and she isn't a home wrecker. In fact, you're the one who wrecked our home. She's the one who helped it put it together again. And as for how we met, she was the kids' nanny. After you abandoned us, I needed help balancing and looking after them and working. So I hired Holly as a live-in nanny. Over time, we got to know each other, and turns out we actually liked each other quite a lot. The rest is history.
But what about us?
There is no us. You made sure of that 4 years ago when you left your family for another man. That's something you're going to have to live with.
Well, what about Kai and Shia? They're still my kids as well.
Along with those divorce papers, you also signed over full custody of the children to me. Basically, you have no legal rights to see or visit them unless I say so.
So what? That's it? You're just going to take everything away from me for one silly mistake?
I will let the kids know that you're about, and it will be up to them if they want to see you. However, it will be under my supervision. We can get a family counselor to help us sort out the details. As for us, well, I will only talk to you in relation to the children. Apart from that, I don't want any contact with you. I have a new life now, and I couldn't be happier. Holly treats me with respect and loves me just as much as I love her. I just hope that one day you'll be able to find the same happiness I have.
Jaden.
Goodbye, Nova.